Hi, water signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your November 2021 career and finance reading for all the water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpio. We're still in your season. So happy birthday. I'm filming this on 11/11. And so today is the highest manifesting day of the year. And I know you guys are out there manifesting your hearts away. And I am actually going to put you all in my God box. It says, let go and pray for all the water signs to get all of your manifestation dreams to come true. So I'll be putting that in there today for all of the water signs. So if you're watching my channel for the first time, thank you so much and welcome. I put a video out every Saturday. If there's 5 Saturdays in the month, I take the 4th Saturday off, just so you know. So welcome. I meditated and prayed over your cards before they came out. So let's get started. Your first card is Higher Power. The next one is Milk and Honey and upside down. And the next one is Fork in the Road. So what this is telling me is your higher power, God, the divine spirit, your angels, ancestors, source, whoever you believe in, whoever you pray to, is leading the show right now, and you know it. And it is turning your Milk and Honey is like, Milk and Honey is the best card in the deck. It is career, it is finance, it is everything. But this whole God is shifting your life into a different direction. There's orbs all around this card. There is rainbows. It is turning your finances upside down and your career upside down at this time. It's okay. You're going to be presented. You're going to get to a fork in the road of you're going to have multiple ways to go. And whichever way you choose, water signs, whatever direction you decide to go in, it's gonna be the right direction. I promise you. You can't do it wrong. You're not going to. You're not gonna make a mistake. So if you are not clear about which direction you're supposed to go in right now, it will keep showing up over and over again, so you notice it. But I think I'm gonna tell you, I know you guys have multiple things that you're interested in, and it's all going to come together. But one of the things that I've learned and has been learning is the more you can narrow it down to one thing, a specific thing, then you can start to expand out. If you are, and I heard this multiple times, if your audience is everyone, then actually your audience is no one. And it sounds like holy shit, but it really, if you have a specific thing, if you can hone it down to a small audience and you think, God, there's not that many people. Yes, there is. That's going to be start off with a specialty, and then your specialty can grow and change. If you are looking to have a website done, a YouTube channel, Instagram, whatever you're doing, I keep hearing, market your name, not what you do. So this way, if you shift directions at any time, people can find you and not what you're doing. And not that you don't need people to find what you're doing, but if you use your name, you get your name out there, you can always keep your name. If I say Michelle Kelly, like I have Michelle Kelly for my oracle card readings, but I have This Is Your Sign. I was told to get rid of This Is Your Sign and go by Michelle Kelly. I think I might go back to my maiden name, but because Michelle Kelly is my married name, but they're saying go by your name and not what you do, just so you know. So I'm going to dive deeper because you guys, you're deep as shit. Let's get out the shovel. All right. So higher power. Oh, well, I'm going to do the Milk and Honey upside down because that really, I want to give you guys more clarity with this one. So it's 51, and 51 adds up to a 6 because what you do is you add the numbers together, and 6s are all about communication, cooperation, and harmony. So I feel like you guys aren't feeling harmonious at this time because you're not sure. So what to do when you're not sure? Have fun. Do things that bring you joy. Distract yourself. Trying to rack your brain to figure out what they are just drives you crazy. It exhausts you, and it's like running on a treadmill. You're not going to get there faster. So it's saying, when it's upside down, a nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means of escape of what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleeting. Is this the right card? Okay. But before the feelings return, you need to re-up. You're exhausted, feeling worse than before. You may continue struggling, or you might see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you regret later. You're so loved. You're so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. Okay. So what this is saying to me is, yes, you know Spirit, God, the divine, has your best interest at heart and is shifting you. And maybe the fear right now, like you're heading into addictions to distract yourself instead of the fun, instead of the joy. This is what can harm and hurt you. So you're going to the extremes to avoid yourself right now because the fear of the unknown. This is normal. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means you need to refocus, like not trying to look for a relationship to distract you right now, not looking for something to fill the hole because you're afraid. You can fill the hole in your soul with things that are fun, that bring you joy, but not that are going to harm or hurt you. So just so you know, you guys are prone to trying to escape yourself right now because of the fear. So this is saying, come back to yourself, come back to your soul, do the things, get out in nature, hang out with your friends. Maybe you're addicted to watching readers online, tarot card readers. That's anxiety. You guys, me too. I love to find out what's going to happen next. It's part of like, I always wanted to know if the rug was going to be pulled out from under me, when it's going to happen, so I can be prepared. This is saying the divine has got your back. You don't need to be prepared for the rug to get pulled out. Your rug is not going to get pulled out from under you anymore. You are safe, you are loved, and you are cared for. You don't live there anymore, I promise you. The next one is the fork in the road. So the fork in the road, you guys, this is, you're going to have many ways to go. And whatever way you pick, I was telling you, you can't pick it wrong. You can't do it wrong. The fear of your prosperity, it's your ego. It is your ego that, what if you don't have enough? What if you can't live the life that you're living? You don't need it, is what the divine is saying. You don't need to. Yes, you need to take care of yourself. Yes, you need to be well, but you're not going to suffer the way that you think you're going to. You're not going to be homeless. You are not going to not be able to pay your bills. I think that's where the fear comes in, and also the fear of what other people are going to think or say of you. The people that have the most to say, judgment-wise, I can tell you this. The people who are judging you the most are the people who are not able to support you. They have everything to say of how you're doing it wrong, how they would do it better. But usually these people that are criticizing you have no way to help or support you. So they are not going to be the people that you're going to go to for help anyway. They are trying to project their fears on you because they weren't able to address them. So they're trying to put their fears on you. And just remember, other people, when they don't feel good, and I've done this, I think I've done this. I don't know if you've ever heard about the analogy of spaghetti, but whenever you're cooking spaghetti, to see if it's done, you're supposed to throw it against the wall and see if it sticks. Most people are like spaghetti, and they are going to throw themselves against any wall that they can stick to. You guys are no longer the flat surface that people can stick to, but most people are going to try and throw themselves at you anyway. They are not picking you specifically. They are not targeting you specifically. They target any person that is a flat surface that they can stick to. They are no longer sticking to you, by the way. The next one says divine guidance. The ideas you are receiving are heaven sent. Answers to your prayers. So the ideas you are receiving are heaven sent. Answers to your prayers. So everything that is coming to you right now is being sent from the divine. You guys already know this. You are so spiritually connected. You can trust yourselves. You can trust yourselves. The divine is speaking to you. I'm going to let you guys know right now. How do you know if you're psychic? How do you know? I was growing up. I've been psychic my whole life. I didn't know it. Everybody is psychic, by the way. Not everybody is able to wake up to it. Not everybody is able to address it. What happens is I was going to people who couldn't support me for support. So it made me doubt and second guess my powers and my gifts. I have now learned to go to people who can support me for support. These are other people who have this gift, which you guys, you have the gift. I always wanted to know how other people knew they were psychic. Even though they gave me a reading, like I was always interested in, how do you know? How did you know you were meant to do this? If you are wondering this, if you have thoughts about this, it's because you are. How I am psychic, I found out I am clairaudient. Clairaudience is how you say it. And clairaudience is I hear. So my hearing is my seeing. Some people see pictures. And I have seen pictures before, but mostly I hear. And how I hear is usually, it's on the left side of my head. I actually hear the divine talking to me, answering my questions. How do you know when the divine is speaking to you? Any voice of love, anything that is kind, anything that is loving, that is the divine speaking to you. Anything that is mean, that is critical, oh, you're crazy, oh, this is not true, oh, no one's going to believe you, that is your ego. Your ego tells you, your ego is protecting you, but it's not true. So any voice of love, of kindness, that is the divine speaking to you, just so you know. Anything that isn't kind and loving is your ego, and that is false, so you know. So it says, let go. Release the desire to control the situation and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully. You guys, it's so hard to trust this process. You might have moments of joy and moments of peace and moments of trust, but it's normal for that fear to come back in and say, you don't really know. How do you really know? Or this person isn't going to believe you when you tell them this. It is not your job whether somebody believes you or not. The more you start to trust in yourself, the less validation you will need from others. Please stop going to people who cannot support you for support. So if you're looking for where do I go, how do I do this, being a light worker, being a healer, being a spiritual leader, psychic, reading the cards is a growing need, and people are looking for it more. Places are starting to pop up. As soon as you mention it on your phone, things start popping up. But a lot of the readers have started, not just online, but it is online, have started doing workshops of how to tune into yourself, how to get connected. And a lot of the people that do this are just like you. A lot of times our families don't believe us. It's easier for them to squash and dull your light than it is for them to go look for theirs. Just so you know. So in your area, start looking for places that have card readers, that have crystals, that sell, that are more into holistic, that do Reiki. These are your people, just so you know. And it says, talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So how do you talk to your angels besides praying? Guided meditations. Start looking up guided meditations on YouTube. Start trying to shut your brain down and try listening. But a lot of times it's hard just to sit there. So having guided meditations online will teach you how to quiet your mind. Also, hayhouse.com. They sell the oracle cards. They have all of the readers. They've also all the light workers, Louise Hay, all the people. If you're into me and I connect with you and you're feeling the love from me, Hay House is going to help lead you to your people. Lee Harris, he is a channeler. He speaks what I speak, which is love. Look for the people who speak love, compassion, and healing. The more you start being connected to me, to these people. Another person, Paul Selig, he's a channeler. He's all about love. He channels the divine. Carolyn Miss, the book Sacred Contracts. I've talked about this book before. Sacred Contracts has been one of my biggest holy shit books. They have it on audio. I do better with audio, but Carolyn Miss, this book, Sacred Contracts, I don't connect to her with other stuff, but her book, Sacred Contracts, has spoken to me on levels I can't even tell you about. So it says, ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask for God's help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So I want to let you know right now that I can tell you, water signs, that you didn't feel safe to receive. You guys are givers. You'd rather give than receive. Somebody said the other day, I heard the most beautiful thing too. God is always a gentleman, and he shows up when he's invited, and the divine shows up when they're invited. So invite the divine in to help you, to guide you, to show you where to go. I promise you will be met with grace, with love, and with compassion. You are safe to ask for your needs to be met, but like I was saying, please stop going to people who can't support you for support. They can't help you. The next one says windfall of abundance. An increase of abundance is arriving in many different forms. Some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. And you guys, this is Christmas. This is Santa Claus. This is deer. This is, oh my God, like Bambi. I'm thinking the windfall of abundance is coming to you sometime around Christmas, just so you know. I am open to money in expected and unexpected ways. The divine, I am open to receive money and abundance in expected and unexpected ways. You guys, your abundance is coming in. I know the fear of this has been scary as shit, but it says God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. You guys have realized that the almighty dollar is not your higher power. Once you realize and accept that God, the divine, your angels, is your source, you will never have lack. You will be supplied with all that you need and all that you want. You're coming into alignment with your divine purpose. As you come into this, you will be met where you are. You will have more than enough. You might look crazy to other people who don't live like you. That is okay. I have now gotten to the point where, and this is a hard place to get to, and it is scary. I am okay if you think I'm crazy or brave. I am fine with either. The people who think I'm crazy cannot help me and will never be able to. So usually people who think I'm crazy, they will insult me, they will judge me, they will criticize me, they will tell me what I need to do and how I need to do it. They will offer no support, no resources of where I need to go or how I need to do this. And they offer criticism. These are not the people that I need to look to for support. So water signs, this is your sign signing off for the month of December. Hang in there. You can trust yourself. You're being divinely guided. Thank you so much for watching.